Hello, I'm Gareth McLearnon, and I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video, which is all about my new flute choir piece, Lamasery Jigsaw. Lamasery Jigsaw was composed in 2015 and it was premiered at the Australian Flute Festival in Canberra. And there's a few extended techniques, so much like my other pieces, the flute-wise theme and single yellow line also. I've already done some videos for those already. The one for flute-wise theme you can see here, if you click this. And the one for single yellow line you can click here and have a look at that. There are some techniques that are already covered, but there's also some new techniques in this piece, and that's what this video is going to explain. So, we have our score, and I've put, like in my other pieces, some performance notes. And I'm just going to read through them and do some little demonstrations of the techniques so that you can find it easier to play yourself, or if you're going to be teaching a group to play this piece, you can then teach them as well. So here we go. First of all, explosive articulation and residual tone. So what we have in this technique is we are using an unformed speech position embouchure. You say or even shout, but without using your voice, the syllable under the note played, sending the air spraying across the embouchure hole and letting it resonate in the instrument. So in this piece, the words utilised are varied. There we have sh, t, k, ke, cha, sh, and tsh. And by varying the air speed and volume, this technique has an excellent wide dynamic spectrum. So I'm just going to show you the first one we have, which we have a sh. We have a sh noise, and in this particular piece we're doing like this, and this is my it's my largest scale piece so far, in that we've got a full complement of flutes, alto flutes and bass flutes, and even contrabass flutes as well. So as opposed to my other pieces, which do work with only concert flutes. So you can imagine with lots of flutes all playing this nice sh sound as an articulation, it's very effective over the singing melody. Also, as an addition, there's also a technique which I use, which is not quite an extended technique, but it's more of an articulation. How I specify it in the music, that the notes are articulated again, but without the tongue. So rather than playing like this, we're going so we're having, it's almost like an old-fashioned vibrato style, but where we're really pulsing in semi-quaver beats. And the other things we have for the explosive articulation, we have ticka-ticka, ticka-ticka, like that. So we have like this. Now, one thing we also have in this piece are Tamriel Trills, it's also sometimes known as note feathering or microtonal trills, things like this. There's quite a strong Irish influence in this piece, and so I thought I would use this particular method of sort of microtonal trills or note feathering, and this appears in a few of the parts, and where we have things like. So it's just a small adjustment of the pitch. It's barely even an eighth of a tone, I don't think. But it just, you can imagine again, with slightly more flute players, this becomes quite a ghostly effect, and it's passed through. So you can see that the the note itself is fingered as normal, and then there's instructions that you trill the slashed keys on the manuscript. So it's quite clear, but you just do it quite quick. So that's Tamriel Trills. We also have hot trills. Now, hot trills, it's almost like another microtonal trill. This comes from, again, it's quite an Irish sort of thing, and how I normally describe it and how I normally instruct how to do it is that you barely touch the trills. You imagine that your trill keys are red hot, and so you basically flick them as fast as possible. So as you can see in this little close-up, I'm really barely opening, and actually if we look at the close-up of the keys, they're really barely opening at all. And the effect in this is so it creates a little burble in the sound, which is very appealing in the main melody, which we have. So it's like a cool little feature. On a more conventional note, there are also solo and tutti markings. And when I write solo, I really mean solo, so it's going to be one flute. There are little solo gestures that are passed around the front desk of each section, and that is only for one flute. And as such, I always joke whenever I'm conducting this piece that I know the composer very well, and I know that he definitely he means all of his dynamics, and so I really do mean it. So where we have 3 or 4 Ps and just crescendoing to a mezzo piano, I really want it to be so quiet, and which will make it even more magical whenever we have these solo players just sort of just popping out of the texture. So that's quite important as well. I really hope you enjoy playing my piece. Please do let me know if you perform it. If you record it, please share the recording with me. I'll probably then share it on my Facebook page. You can see the address for my Facebook page just here. There it is. You can get in touch with me through my website. Again, here, well, there we go, that's just appearing there as well. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like to comment or anything like that, or just get in touch to say, hey, we did it, then that would be really lovely to hear from you. But what remains to say at the end of all my videos, happy fluting!